What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We had a great day. In this episode, we are doing it. I am just so excited about it. This car goes to Laguna Seca Raceway. I think it's the first actual footage of a GT500 at Laguna Seca, and the track is just unbelievable. I'm filming this after the fact, so we're gonna see next is my first ever session with this car out there. Unfortunately, I only had one session that day. We only had 4 sessions total to run with, but every other session there was someone crashing or just crazy things happening. So basically, I had only 15 minutes on track with the GT500. And what you're gonna see is just how playful this car is, how unbelievably fast it is. I've been driving this car on that track. It feels like a race car, the chassis. Keep in mind that the first, I'd say, handful of laps, the tires are cold, so you're gonna see me fight the wheel a tiny bit, that being the tail's gonna kick out here and there, but it's just so fun. And when the tail does kick out with these PS4S stock tires, it's such a gradual experience, and it's predictable and plain fun. Nonetheless, later on in the video, you're gonna see my faster laps of the day. Okay guys, here we go on track for the first time ever with the 2020 GT500 at Laguna Seca Raceway. So much fun. Woo! The tires are cold. was so fun. The brakes on this car are amazing. All my complaints about the brakes are gone. The way this car handled this track just now, I didn't think it had it in it. I did not, because I driven at Willow, and Willow is a different kind of sensation. This car can corner hard. Granted, I'm not going as fast as corners as a C8 because I'm managing more power. So if I were to get used to this car and come back out here again for a second time, this car is insane. I cannot wait for my carbon track pack. Well, what do you think? I mean, this car, it's got so much more in it, and I am not kidding about that. You can see right off the bat how originally I'm starting off not going too fast, I'm trying to work my way up, and then towards the end of those few laps, I think I got 7 or 8 laps total, this car was just, it was hooking up. The PS4s, they were just sticking. These are definitely not the conventional ones that I'm used to. Ford has put a lot of effort into making these tires custom for the GT500 with the partnership of Michelin, and they've done a fantastic job. These really do hook up great for the base model GT500. At Laguna Seca, that track is a great track because it shows you how this car really does handle in all the scenarios, that being heavy braking zones, acceleration out of corners, that being from a low speed all the way up to a high speed, and then also how it handles through the tight corners. I think Laguna Seca is a great track to bring out all the handling characteristics that there is in a car. And I'll be honest, in that video you can see how my line wasn't perfect everywhere. I was trying to learn how to deal with this extra power, and the car, surprisingly, it didn't feel too heavy in the corners. I am so impressed with this car. I cannot stop smiling. This has completely revived my interest in the GT500. I mean, the way it took that track, the car, you can tell how with the tires completely heated up and with some clean lines, this is easily it'll clock 130s all day long at your average track day. Later on with this car, lap after lap, I was feeling so confident with it. It was like the same exact feeling I got on my GT350R when I tracked that. The car somehow shrunk around me and I became completely unintimidated by it. But the funny thing is, I was letting off throttle going over and through turn 1, which is, turn 1 is the hill, the crest that you're going over once you pass the finish line, and then you have turn 2, then turn 3 going down the hill. With this, I could feel how I could have held full throttle, because the more power I put down, the back end, I just wanted to grip and grip and grip. So if I wouldn't have let off going over that hill, I think coming down it, we would be getting probably 144 miles an hour, something like that, because I know the car has so much more in it. And the best part about it was that if I did go full throttle, the part that I'm looking for is that, well, can I brake? Will I feel confident slowing the car down? Which in the braking zones, when I was slowly building myself up through, I think the 7 or 8 laps I had, I realized how no matter how fast I was going, I could always brake later and later and later. The car, it'll slow down like nothing else. The track has so many different corners that really slow the car down that I start to really appreciate the braking setup on the GT500. Speaking of brakes, let's go ahead and hop inside the car. I want to show you the G-force readout I have in this car right now. And then here we have it right there. Look at that. Our braking G's, our max brake G's we have so far is 186. The base model GT500 is a terrific track car. I think going to this 3rd different track, so I've been to Chuckwalla, I really liked it out there. It was a lot of fun. Willow Springs, I don't know if it's my favorite track for this car. I don't really think it is. I prefer the C8 Corvette there, just because it's more, I think, balanced with it. That being, it's a bit lighter, and having the engine behind me, it allows for me to feel more confident, at least a tiny bit. But at Laguna Seca, I just feel like this is a race car. If I smoothened my line, drove a bit more smoothly, and used all the track, and then also if I kept full throttle over turn 1, which I feel confident in doing now. I'm smiling about it because I know the car can do it. And if I started braking a bit later throughout each corner, I think this car I would be able to clock, I think, 138s all day. 138s, maybe if I'm lucky, a 137. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just your track enthusiast. But I felt I was starting to feel really confident with this car. And then the checkered flag went up, and I was like, no. With all that being said, though, we are getting our carbon track pack GT500 in about I think, a month and a half. It gets built in July, and then you got to count in the rest of the factors, right? Probably we'll have it around August, I think. So this isn't even the track pack, right? And Motor Trend said the track pack was 5 seconds faster for them at VIR. So it's 5 seconds faster there than at Laguna. I don't know, maybe 3 seconds faster. You guys let me know. I think it's got just so much potential just because it has that gigantic GT4 rear wing for extra downforce. It has stickier Cup 2 tires, and then it has carbon fiber wheels. I am beyond excited for it. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, really to help me out, and subscribe for much more great Shelby content coming your way. Let me know what tracks you want to see this car at next, because I'm really feeling it now. This is so much fun. Thanks for watching again. I'll see all of you in the next episode.